My storage situation sucks, okay? This is like all the storage I have. These chests, these barrels, and they're very cluttered. Like, look at this chest in particular. It's almost completely filled with random stuff. I don't know why paper's in here, but that's part of the problem, right? We have a horrible storage situation. It's relatively organized, right? And some of these chests aren't completely filled, but some of them are definitely getting overwhelmed with stuff. Like, we have a bunch of leaves in this barrel. This keeps getting filled up. My valuable chest is getting rather filled up. I want a new storage area. So we're gonna make a storage building today. I kind of have an idea of the shape I'm going for. I kind of just looked up like storage building ideas for Minecraft, and this picture by Mythical Sausage came up, and I like that general shape. So I think I'm gonna kind of go with that, put my own spin on it, and then we're gonna see how it looks. Hopefully it looks pretty good. I haven't built it yet. It's like everything else in this world so far. I'm gonna build it for the first time on the world. Yeah, so like so far in this world, I only built all of these things once. I don't have a creative world for this one. I kind of like it more that way. I mentioned this before, but I like playing Minecraft more that way. I like actually building this stuff like in survival. I don't know what it is about it. I just feel like I come up with cooler stuff if I just build it on the spot. But to start this episode out, we need to get some materials. So I think I'm gonna make this out of mainly stone and then a little bit of oak for the top. And we should have all the stone we're gonna need. So it'll be like tough, it'll be cobblestone, it'll be smooth stone, the same gradient we've been kind of dealing with around here. Then I'll probably use some spruce at some point in the build somewhere. I'm not sure where just yet, but I'll definitely need some, and we have 2 stacks, that should be more than enough. Oak is just what we need. We have like no oak left. So I'm gonna have to go, you know, fly over to like an oak forest over there, go gather some. But before I do that, let's just show off quickly what we did last time. We got all of these netherite tools last time. So we got full netherite armor, got full netherite tools as well, and weapons and stuff, and we also have another netherite tool in here. We have a netherite hoe, actually 2 more, and a netherite silk touch pickaxe. So we got fully decked out. We are completely overpowered. We have really good armor now, almost like the best stuff on every piece of armor there. And we also did a little bit of work around the area, just kind of terraformed a bit, built another big custom tree, built another medium-sized custom tree, and then this area is all terraformed now, which actually is going to be where this building goes. The building is going to just sit up here. There's a lot of space up here now. We can pretty seamlessly add a build right here and connect the pathways up and everything. It'll look pretty good, I think. Also added this little well. But yeah, we didn't really do too much building last time. It was mainly just getting netherite, and oh, we also got a nether star. That was pretty important. That's actually what I spent most of my time doing. I killed the wither. It took me way too long to get all the wither skulls, but we have the nether star somewhere. There it is. Nether star right there. So we are capable of making a beacon. I just need the blocks to do so. But now, let's go ahead and collect some materials. I'm just going to go collect a bunch of oak wood for a little while, and I'll probably be back just when I have a couple stacks. I don't know exactly how much I'm going to need. Maybe like 2 stacks of oak wood. I also went ahead and collected some dark oak wood. So now I think we have all the wood we're going to need for this new build. I also think we have like all the stone stuff we're gonna need, but I just thought of this a little bit ago. I do need a lot of sand because I'm gonna use a lot of glass. And actually, we have a lot of glass. Maybe I don't need any more sand. We also still have some leftover sand actually, so we're good. We actually don't have to go collect any. I will smelt down these last 2 stacks here though. So let's get that smelting, and then also I wanna make this glass a certain color, and that color I do not know just yet. So let me look at all the dye I have. I can make it red. Red would look cool. I think red's actually gonna look really sick. So let's make all the red stained glass we can. That almost made it all. We have half a stack left of glass. Do I have any more things I can make into red dye? Yes, I do. So let's make all of this into red stained glass. I hope this is enough glass. If not, we can make more dye. I'm just gonna make all these poppies into dye actually. And we'll leave 10 more red dye in that chest. And I do just need some glass panes now. And I believe we are good to at least get the foundation of this building down. I also just went ahead and made a stack of those dark oak logs into chests because, of course, this is going to be a storage room. We need chests. And I'm going to lay out the chests now just so I have like an idea of how much room we're going to have on the inside. Yeah, I think a 5 wide gap here works pretty well. And then on the sides, I have 7 chests. These are going to like build up too, so it'll probably go up like 4 chests as well. So we're going to have, what, 28 then on either side there. And then I'm thinking that's only like half the building. The other half will have the same number of chests. So we're going to have a bunch of storage in here. But that's kind of the vision I have in my head right now. I hope this works out. I've been doing a lot of time lapses lately. I actually don't think I'm going to time lapse this one. I'm just gonna build this one alongside you guys, all right? I'll come back with some updates when I place some blocks down. But now that we know how much of a gap I want between the chests, let me get some tuff and actually lay out the border of the building. This is what I have right now for the outline, right? So the left and the right sides are going to be all storage. This middle section here is just going to be like a stairway up to the top, maybe with some shelves, with some other random decoration and stuff in here. And then up top, we're gonna have another little section of the building where I could probably put like a bedroom or something just as some kind of decoration. I don't know what I'm gonna put there just yet. But we have a lot of space on the inside of this building, and also the front door is going to be like right here. I don't know what I'm going to do with the front door just yet. I might extend it out a little bit more, give it some more definition. I don't know. But for now, I'm just going to have that spot open for where the door is going to be. And we can actually start putting down a lot of the stone stuff here. So let me do that quickly. We're going to do the same gradient like I said before, like on this house right there. So it'll start with tuff. It'll build its way up to cobblestone. And then it'll eventually settle on smooth stone. And look at it, dude. It's done. All right, that's the whole build. It looks amazing. No, okay, so it looks terrible, right? It's just a gross gray box. But that's going to be like the basic outline of the bottom floor. We have a ton of space in here. And I hope I can actually make this look good. I really hope I don't end up hating what this looks like at the end and have to take it all down. But, you know, we'll see. That's a problem for me down the line, I guess. So I think I'm going to throw the roof on right now, just to see what kind of shape I can come up with for that. And then we can also kind of figure out where the second level is going to start. I like this roof quite a bit. I think the arch is nice. Don't think it's too steep or too shallow, so I'm a fan. I think I'm certainly going to put like a little part jutting out right here for the entrance, but for now, I'm just gonna pretend that's not gonna happen. And we're just gonna complete the roof all like this. I can always just take it down. But let's repeat that archway on this side over here. I think this is gonna help the building out quite a bit. I'm gonna throw some spruce on like the corners, and then maybe intermittently through the rest of the build as well, but at least on the corners, and then have these little like strip spruce and stair bits on the outside. I think it's gonna actually look really nice when I do them all. I'm also gonna extend the building out a little bit for the entrance. I really don't like what it looks like just completely flat, so let me just do this real fast just to see what I can come up with. Yeah, something like that I think looks good. Just another section of the roof just jutting out like that, so we can actually have a more unique looking entrance here. And I will definitely have to terraform some more, but that's not a big deal. I'll work on the actual doorway eventually as well. Let me put on the rest of the roof here, and then we can start working on the like exterior decoration for this first floor. I think I got most of the roof done, and then this middle section that is completely open is going to be where like the second floor is. And the roof for the second floor is going to be like the exact same as the roof for over there. All right, I don't really mind this shape. I think it's actually coming along pretty well. Yeah, and then that's what I was thinking for the second floor. Just oak wood, we have oak plank, and we have some stripped oak logs. I think it looks pretty good. We'll definitely work in some windows and design that a little bit more on the outside. But I want to move back down here and design the outside of the first floor. And I actually think I'm going to change up the dimensions of the build a little bit. I have something in mind that I kind of want to try out, and I'm going to, you know, brainstorm right here on this wall. I don't want to take down everything just yet in case I don't like what it looks like. So let's just work on this wall here. I'm thinking we do this all the way around. So I actually had to bump back the wall one block, but I think it'll be worth it because I think it'll look a lot better all the way around if we do this. Adds more depth to the build, and I think it makes it just look overall more interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to every side here. And obviously this will mean we have less room on the inside, but I'll get some kind of design in here where we still have a lot of chests, so I'm not too worried about it. We still have a lot of room. Yeah, I think this looks a lot better with this design on the outside here. Gives it a bit more depth, makes it look a bit more unique as well. And honestly, I know I just put all these walls in on the top, but I think I'm gonna do the same thing up there. Yeah, that looks way better all the way around. I like that a lot more than what I had before. Also, the pillars here on the sides of the second floor were supposed to be stripped. I just forgot to do that earlier. So yeah, that's what like the frame of the building is going to look like. We just gotta detail the rest of the outside by throwing in some windows, throwing in some leaves and stuff like that, and some other exterior decoration. But actually, before I get to that, I think it's time we work on the inside and actually figure out how this whole building is going to function. Okay, so I got the framework down for the inside. So the chests will all go over here. So we're gonna have a bunch of room for chests right there, over here as well, and then the same thing on the other side. And then for the roof so far, I kind of just have this crossbeam put in, and I think I do want to put oak stairs leading into the crossbeam. I'll kind of show you what I mean if I have any stairs here. Something like this. See the stairs kind of lead into this middle beam? I like that look quite a bit. And that's what it looks like when it's all put in, and I actually think this looks pretty cool for the roof. Now we just have to put all the chests in, which is going to take a lot of wood, but let's just start laying down the chests we have. All right, all the chests are in. We have a ton of chests now. We have a lot. We have 48 on either side, so we have 96 total chests right now, which is way more than what we have in our starter house. So this is fantastic. We're not completely done with the interior just yet, though. I have to throw some lanterns in. I have to throw the floor in. I also have to throw like a couple other different decorative blocks on the inside, but we are definitely getting there. Now for the floor here on the inside, we're going to be doing mostly glass. It's going to be like that fog glass effect. I think it's actually going to look really cool with the red stained glass. And I think we're going to have some other block in here to like outline it a little bit. I'm thinking maybe dark oak slabs. That might change to like deep slate or something. But for now, let's just dig out the floor pretty far down. This is what I had in mind then for the floor. We got this foggy effect with the red glass. I think it actually looks pretty cool all the way down. And lining the floor, like lining the glass, we just have a bunch of dark oak planks. I think that looks good with the glass. I think it looks pretty cool. That goes all the way down as well. So do these beams. And actually, that stripped piece of wood right there is stripped dark oak. I think it actually looks really cool underneath the glass like that. Like, I like that transition from the spruce to the dark oak under the glass. Makes it look a bit more worn and weathered. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of like that look a little bit more. And this part of the floor, I think, is just going to stay dark oak, just regular dark oak. I don't want to do any more glass because I want the glass just to be for right here. Now we can move back to the outside of the build and start working on the exterior a little bit more. And also, I was, you know, just looking at the picture, that mythical sausage picture again, and I realized that, like, my little archways here are very similar to his. And the funny thing about that is I wasn't even trying to copy that part of his build. I only looked at his build just for a reference to see how big I should make this thing and like a possible shape. Like, for example, how the second floor is structured. It's the same in my build as it is with his build. I wasn't even trying to make the same archways. I might have just been subconsciously following his build. I don't really know. But yeah, anyway, mythical sausage, great builder, obviously. And I definitely don't think there's any problem with taking inspiration from other Minecraft builds, like looking up images and stuff like that. But obviously, if you're making content out of it, if you're posting the build somewhere, just be sure to give credit. Don't be an ass, right? Just give credit to wherever you found the build. In this case, is Mythical Sausage's build for sure. I just kind of put my own flair on it in a way, but I definitely like accidentally copied his archways perfectly, almost. I was not intending to do that. Now we definitely have to terraform a little bit more right here because this entrance looks very awkward as it is, and I need another shulker, which is kind of annoying. But let's clear out my inventory a good bit. I'm just gonna get a bunch of grass that we have, and let's start throwing this down and making this look a lot more natural with the landscape. Yeah, this landscape looks a ton better now. A bunch more room in the front there to actually put, like, you know, the entrance of the build. And now, speaking of the entrance, let's get some materials out of these shulkers and actually start working on that. And I think that looks really good for the door. It's pushed back a little bit. We got this big spruce door with some trapdoors and stuff like that. Big fan of what that looks like from the outside. Now up next, we just gotta sprinkle some leaves around everywhere. Leaves make almost anything look a lot better, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna mix up the different kinds of leaves too. We're gonna have spruce leaves and oak leaves. And I mean, also you can see these particles right now because I put a spore blossom on the inside. I really like spore blossoms. I think they look really cool, and I really like the particles they emit, so we're gonna leave that on the inside there. I also just went around and sprinkled some azalea bushes and some flowering azalea bushes. I think that looks pretty nice. I'm gonna go throw some lanterns around the place, and also maybe chuck down some dark oak saplings and some sweet berries as some more color and more decoration. And also, we need to go finish these beams. This is what the final beam is going to look like. It's the same thing on like every other house I have one of these on. I just have some spruce trapdoors surrounding it with a lantern and then a dark oak button at the end. And those beams are on the like edges of every roof. All right, I think the bottom of the building, like the first floor, is done on the outside. Got a bunch of greenery around the area. I got some lanterns. I think it looks pretty nice, but you know, sadly, because of like the design of the building, we really can't throw windows like anywhere. Because on the inside, right, there's a bunch of chests against the walls. I don't really want to put any windows like behind these chests. I could throw a window here, like from the inside it works, but from the outside, there's a beam right there. So I can't really do that. Same thing with over there. Same thing with over there. I mean, I guess I could throw windows like here. but that's not going to look great from the outside, so I don't think I want to do that. Instead, we're just going to leave it as it is. I'm not going to have any windows for this building, at least on this floor. This floor up here, I definitely can have windows, so let's go do that. And these windows are going to look great from the outside, but probably not that good from the inside. And I honestly don't care that much. All I really care about is the outside look of this area up here. Yeah, I think this building is coming along super well. I think this looks great. The exterior is done, I think, unless I find anything else I would like to add. But we got a bunch of lanterns around the place, and the top is all decorated. We have windows there now. And then up next, we have to finish the interior. Now, I know we did a lot, but there's still more stuff I can do in here, like put some lanterns on the inside here, figure out whatever this is going to be, same thing down there, same thing down there, and then maybe find a way to get up top. I actually don't even think it's going to be accessible. Honestly, I'm pretty content with that not actually being an area we can get up to. It just looks good from the outside. And we also have to figure out this room in here, so let's get working on that. The interior is now complete, and I'm actually pretty happy with it, so let's take a step inside the building. Now we have this front room here with a crafting table, a lantern, some potted plants and stuff like that. You continue on inside. We have an ender chest now, finally. That's actually the first ender chest of the series so far. We also have the dragon egg right here, and we have an armor stand with the ender dragon head on the top. So I actually kind of like this little area right here. On this side, we just have some bushes, some potted plants, the exact same over there as well. So there's not too much on the left and the right, but that's not really important. What's important here is all the storage we have, and also this ender chest. I actually do want to change something really fast. So let me actually move the egg really quick. Let's do that. And I want to make this into a table like that. Very small detail, but I like that table more. So yeah, that's the inside of this building complete. Well, I guess not actually, because now I have to move everything into these chests. I don't want to do that, but it's definitely necessary. That's a creeper. Okay, do not blow up all my hard work, please. I'm going to procrastinate moving everything to the inside a little while longer because I'm going to do the pathway now that connects this area to the rest of our area. So I actually have a different shader for this video. Let me know if you like this one more than the last shader. This one is called complementary shaders. So let me know if you prefer these or the ones I used in my other videos. I'll actually show off the other shader right now. And I actually got the more updated version of it. So let me know if you prefer the last shader or this one. But yeah, anyway, back to the other shader. So let me know which one you like more in the comments. But now, the path connects in a bunch of different ways. So let's take you around this way. You can go in front of the church, go towards the village. You can now hit a right. And this path now comes over here. We could have went behind the church, and the path would have connected this way. And once more, the path connects now over here. So everything is now interconnected. I really like it. We got some little fence posts with some lanterns on top. We have some, bone mealed grass and stuff like that next to the area. I just went around and bone mealed a whole bunch of stuff to make it look a bit more lively. I was going to put a farm over here, but I actually kind of want to leave this open for a house. I wouldn't mind throwing another house back here eventually. But now let's take you inside the build where we have all the storage. I've done such a small amount of moving my stuff. I have a dirt chest and a spruce wood chest, but I will definitely get the rest of this moved in by next time. But thank you so much for watching this video. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one, man. We only had one build, but it took me a little while to do. I'm looking forward to doing some bigger builds down the line. But this was certainly very needed. Thank you so much for watching one final time, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.